Hello and welcome to another Rattly Witterings with me, Michael Jex, the tea drinking author, with a lovely cup of breakfast tea because it's very early in the morning. It's only just gone 9 o'clock. As you can see, we've got a guest in the house. That's because my family's got a big wedding in Greece, and sadly I couldn't make it because I've got to finish editing this book. But never mind, these things happen. I always fancied going to Greece. I've never been there. It's one of those countries that very hugely appeals, but never mind. So, I'm currently looking after my daughter's little dog who is nudging my hip to say it's time we went out for a WALK. No, I'm not saying that word. And I've also got a Bernese Mountain Dog on my foot and a Rhodesian Ridgeback on the chaise longue. So it's a little bit packed here. Now, unfortunately, I am absolutely snowed under. I had intended doing a little update on Kavekos and my love of the little pocket Kaveco Sports, but I haven't had time to do it. I was also thinking I could look at these Diamine Forever Skyline, or Diamine Aquashore, or Aquashore I think, or Pelican Blue Black, because a very delightful chap gave them to me at the Dartmoor Folk Festival. Thanks a lot, Tony. And we were chatting about various things and he just handed me this collection of inks, which was delightful. And I'm going to enjoy using them, but I haven't had time to fire up a pen with them. I've been using these, the Ashiras, which you've seen reviewed already, and they are just gorgeous to use. They really are. Very much desk pens. You wouldn't carry it around in your shirt pocket, would you? Possibly in a pen case, but not generally. So basically, I was thinking maybe I ought to just put out a little note to say, I'm ever so sorry there isn't anything today because I haven't had time to write it. But then I thought, no, I could be really clever and show you what I've done around my office because there's been some modifications recently. Here we are, folks. Welcome to my office. First of all, with a series of bookshelves which have got some Second World War books, but rather more on the Russia spying espionage front, with a little pot, which is rather nice, of stone and wood eggs that my mother collected many years ago and which are still delightful to me. Then we have an Encyclopedia Britannica and a whole bunch of additional books on, let's see, forensics, psychology, Knight's Forensic Pathology, War in 2020, well, it's a little bit out of date, 2080, sorry. And then a whole bunch of books on science and the like. Nice painting, I didn't do it. Very nice watercolour, I didn't do that either. Then we've got more dedicated modern day. Whole bunch of books that are essential for a writer, I think. Not the one on wine necessarily, but hey ho. And then here we've got a rather odd collection of how to go fishing, dogs and things of that nature. We have a not very good painting I tried while we were on holiday. Here we've got all of my excess books that I really need to sell off because there's quite a lot of them and they do take up a lot of space. We have some more spare books, but then we get down to the crime section. This is only one of two. This is the basic stuff I keep in my office because I think it's rather necessary. And over here, if If I turn a light on, we have mostly medieval. There's a huge variety. We've got maps up at the top in the centre there, and then we've got warfare, training for warfare, all sorts of books. We've got books on the law, we've got books on different legal cases, we've got books on ghosts and the Black Death. And then coming across here, we've got my standing desk, which, as you can see, has got quite a lot of inks. It also has first editions of a lot of my paperbacks up top, and then down below we've got more first editions of my paperbacks with writing paper and stuff, and then old notebooks, new stationery, various things. And as we move along, there's more in the way of Cambridge medieval history, and then we've got classics, and then we've got transactions of the Devon and Exeter Institution, more stationery, thanks to William Hanna and Paper Republic. Firearms, interesting stuff there. Gibbon's Decline and Fall, right in there, and various other things. We've got quite a lot of Churchill, there and there. Lovely photo of Morris dancers, that's me in there as well. More classics. And then behind my desk we come down to the Jex section, so that's the first up there, then we've got the second down there, and then we've got the third down there. We have books on the Black Death and all that sort of thing. More standard sort of books here, and this lot is all about First and Second World War, with transactions of the Royal History Society up top. But what I've really got to show you is this, because you have never seen my desk looking so neat and tidy, because I had a blitz last weekend. And yeah, I won't say it's made life a huge amount easier, but it does mean I can use these Ashira pens rather more effectively. And she's just come back and jumped back onto her favourite window seat. So there you have it. A whistle-stop tour of the Jex bookshelves and the like. And it's quite convenient really, because I'm sitting here, all of my books are, move this round, all of my books are easily within reach. The desk is there, my whiteboard's in front, so I can always see what I'm doing. My notepads, my pens and everything are right here. I've got an extra table here, which sort of becomes an extension of the desk. And it's a wonderful working area. And I really ought to be out and about now, walking these dogs, which is roughly what she is saying and telling me. But today is going to be an extensive work day, I think. So I'm going to be sitting down. Got to edit this video, get this up, which is not what people expected, but you know, at least it's moderately interesting seeing a working author's office, hopefully. And then I can crack on with editing this book. I did the first 2 days worth of the book yesterday. It's all split into different days, and so I've got 30 days to work on. Did 2 yesterday, so hopefully that means that I should be able to get it all done in 20 days. I've got a lot of urgency behind this because this book has to be in by the 16th. I've got a lecture to write, and in the midst of that I've got 3 New Zealanders turning up to come and say hello. Not going to be easy to find the time, so I better crack on. Right, thanks a lot for watching. I hope that was interesting. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.